just made a big cup of coffee. So today's a rest day, and obviously you will know from the title we're gonna be doing a full day of eating. I will talk more about it later, but I just wanted to quickly let you guys know what I did with my coffee. So usually I train in the morning, so I'll have a pre-workout, but today I'm not, and I'm going to work later. So I made a mocha. So I had the 98% fat-free mocha, but I like a big cup of coffee, and I also need more caffeine in the morning. So I combined the mocha with a shot of my Nespresso, and then just topped it with some unsweetened vanilla almond milk. Really important to get the vanilla version. A lot of people don't like almond milk when they just get the regular unsweetened almond milk. It doesn't taste very nice. The best almond milk you can get is the barista ones, where if you go and order a proper cup of coffee, you can definitely get the barista blend, and if you order from outside, it'll definitely be really good. Unless you go to those stingy places and then get the cheap non-barista almond milk, then the coffee won't taste very good. But for just at home, the unsweetened vanilla by Almond Breeze is perfect. So I'm super excited about my cup of coffee, and I'm gonna be making my regular breakfast now. So today's meal one, you would have seen I already had my Opti Greens 50 this morning. It is now a permanent part of my everyday routine. And this is some Bergen wholemeal and seed toast with some Obella hummus and some smoked salmon topped with chives and Tabasco. And I will be having my big cup of coffee. This is meal one for the day. I've had my breakfast, I put a little bit of makeup on, and now we can have a little bit of a chat just to give you guys a little bit of an update about what's been going on, what my plans are, and things like that. I know I haven't been doing a lot of personal kind of vlog. I guess the previous one was a bit more kind of educational. Again, please drop it in the comments to let me know if you guys did like that. I don't think it received as much views and likes as usual, so if you guys are not really interested in that kind of content, then I just won't film it. So if you do want me to keep filming stuff like that, do let me know. Otherwise I can just show you more of this kind of stuff, the usual. I know you guys like to see what I eat and stuff like that. So yeah, I haven't really been vlogging much in terms of personal stuff like that, just because my mood has been a little bit up and down lately. Obviously the shows got cancelled, but that was totally fine. I just always need to kind of look forward to something and have a little bit of hope. But there were some days just keeping up with the news, and especially being where I'm from Perth in Western Australia, so it's a very weird situation in Australia. We should be one country, but our states are so divided, and the people in charge of our states have so much power to pretty much do what they want. And my state has been very safe from COVID. We haven't had many cases or had to lock down as compared to Melbourne or Sydney. However, we're pretty much stuck here. So it's kind of a very safe prison in a way. So we're stuck in prison, but we're very safe. So it's been just getting me down, seeing people live their life in Europe, festivals going on. And it's not that I want to do those things. Obviously, my main goal is I want to travel to be able to compete. But here I am, I'm not even able to go to a different state in the same country, whereas people are traveling to Europe and living their life. So there's a few things in life that I really enjoy, and obviously number one is competing, and number two is travel. And that's why I really wanted to turn pro, and my goal being a pro was to travel, to compete, live my dream, qualify for Olympia, and all that kind of stuff. So right now, or like a few days ago, my state premier pretty much said he wants to keep the interstate borders, so to like Melbourne and Sydney, closed till maybe April next year, which is very concerning for me because like my next show is supposed to be in April next year in Melbourne, which I know is really far away and anything can happen from now to then, but I just don't like when he says things like that, and it just kind of really gets me down. So I've been looking into options as to what I can do. Obviously, full disclosure, I did get my first dose of vaccination. I'm not someone that is pro or anti-vax. In general, I'm someone that is anti all medication and pharmaceuticals. I'm a little bit of a hippie. You know, I don't even take Panadol or Nurofen. I'm not on the contraceptive pill. I think the contraceptive pill is just literally the worst thing in the world that you can do for yourself. If you'd like me to talk more about that, I can. So many bad things with that to do with you know, not only fat loss but a lot of other things. But anyways, being someone like me who doesn't take any kind of this stuff, like I have still decided to make that choice with my body because I feel like it's the only way we're gonna move forward past this. We're never gonna beat it. It's done. Like, we're gonna have to learn to live with it, and the best way to live with it is just to get vaccinated. And so that's why I did it. Obviously, I did experience a little bit of side effects. Like, it did affect my period a little bit this cycle. So your immune system, your hormonal system, your stress, like adrenals, everything is kind of related. So when your immune system is kind of not feeling great, and because I'm so in tune with my body, I can kind of feel a little bit off in mainly like my gut and my hormones. But it's not too bad, you know. It's better than never traveling again. It's better than me not living my dream. It's better than people having to close their businesses. It's better than people not having a job. Like, there's so many bad things that have happened because of COVID, and the only way out of this, to help myself, to be able to see my family. I have a lot of clients also that are like, have family who are not here. I have a very close client, and I don't know if she may be watching this, but it makes me really sad that you know, she just had a baby and her family is not here, and I don't know when her family will be able to see her baby, and that makes me really, really sad. And for all these people that I care deeply about, including myself, and including because I have old grandparents that I haven't seen for over 2 years. You know, I know my dad really wants to see his mum as well, and for all these reasons, I've decided to get vaccinated. Like I said, you know, I knew that there may be a little bit of side effects. I may not feel like 100%. Maybe I'll fall really sick on my second dose. But at the end of the day, all this is a small price to pay for myself, for the greater good for everyone else around me. So I'm not talking about politics and stuff like that. I don't care if there's a conspiracy. I care about the people close to me and myself. To live my life, I need to be able to get out of this freaking state. I need to be able to go out there, live my dream, to compete and do what I want to do. And the only way that can happen for me is for me to be vaccinated. So I got my first dose. I'm feeling okay. A little bit extra tired, so maybe that's why I haven't been vlogging as much. I've been a little bit more tired, but I'm sure all this will pass, and I'm just continuing to take really good care of myself, eating good, taking my vitamins, taking my supplements, exercising, trying to stay positive, and giving my body the best chance of like getting my immune system on track with all this kind of stuff. So sometimes like bad reactions happen because people's immune system go into overdrive. It's like an overactive immune system, and people who, like, you know, are prone to getting these diseases and stuff easily means their immune system is like really weak. So even if they do get vaccinated, they can still catch it. So anyways, the best thing is to keep yourself healthy, and that's the best thing we can do in this global pandemic. Just keep yourself healthy. Make your own choice whether you want to be vaccinated or not. Just be kind to people. Don't judge people for their choices. I don't judge anyone who chooses not to, because personally, I understand why. I understand you don't want to put your own body at risk. But for me, due to, like I said, personal reasons, I feel like doing this would only benefit more people around me, because they're pretty much, in Australia, they're pretty much dangling the percentage of people being vaccinated as like a key to freedom. So over East, they reckon if they hit maybe 70 or 80% vaccination rate, that you know, they reopen and get out of lockdown. Obviously, I have friends and a lot of clients over East, and I really want them to get out of lockdown. So that's what I'm hoping for them and everyone here watching. If you're around Australia and stuff, I just wanted you to know, if you're in lockdown and suffering and whatnot, I've tried to do my part to help out, and I hope you guys get out of it soon. I don't want to be complaining because obviously I'm from Perth and I'm still able to go to the gym and stuff like that, but I have been feeling down about it. But I'm picking myself back up. I know there are people in far worse situations. So anyways, we're back on track. I've never fallen off track, honestly. I've just been keeping in my zone. Honestly, like training and stuff is my safe space. I've been really, really enjoying training. So even though I've been tired, I've been super determined to train every day, and honestly, rest days are my hardest days. So today's a rest day. It's gonna be really tough. I did film a bit of my workout yesterday, so I will insert those clips later on after this. But yeah, so where I'm at, I gained a little bit of weight, just period cycle. Hopefully it'll go back down, but not too much. Probably like around a kilo up from the lowest I was since I stopped prepping. I'm focusing on growing right now, but I'm focusing on staying lean. So today's full day of eating, if you don't already know, welcome to my full day of eating video, is a full day of eating how I eat to stay lean. So I'm trying to maintain my leanness right now. That's my #1 priority, and slowly grow. So my next few full days of eating are gonna be more, obviously the calories are gonna go up and I'm gonna go into more of like a building. But for right now, my calories are still okay. They are not in a big deficit anymore, but it is designed to help me kind of stay lean. So today's full day of eating will show you how I eat to stay lean and maintain leanness. I may pop up a photo of myself here if I do take one tomorrow, and then I'll edit and, you know, you guys can see what I currently look like. So I will be doing that for you. But for today, enjoy my full day of eating and how I eat to stay lean in the off season before I begin more of like a growing, bulking, muscle building phase. Just had a whole morning of clients, and then I sat down and did some work for a few hours, and it's now 10:30 and I'm about to eat my second meal, which is going to be my protein egg white oats. Some of you would have already seen it, but I'm going to show you again. This is the oats that I use. I always use Uncle Toby's rolled oats. So if you watched my previous video, you would have known that I bought this new little bowl, and small things like that just really makes a big difference when you're trying to like keep things interesting and fun when you're like dieting or like trying to stick to a plan. So this is 40 grams of oats that I have soaked in some hot water for about like 10 minutes. So it's kind of soaked in the water now, and I'm going to be adding my egg whites. And this is the egg whites I use. I suppose you can use real egg whites, but I don't like to waste the yolk, so this is what I use, and I'll be adding 60 grams into there. And then we're gonna pop it in the microwave for 1:30. And then give it a little bit of a stir. I think I might put it back in for another 30 seconds, but you can see the egg white really makes it super creamy and adds like a good amount of volume. So, and I'll be putting in some chopped peanut butter raw one today into my oats. So I got 15 grams of protein powder in there. And just going to stir it up. Sometimes I might need to add a little bit of water, but today it's mixing pretty well so far, so it doesn't look like we need any extra water, which is great. It's nice and creamy, all mixed up well. And I'm going to be topping it with some dark choc chips and banana today. So I'm just using regular like baking dark choc chips. They're not like super clean or whatever, but this is the only not clean thing that's gonna be going in my O's anyway, so it's fine. So I'm gonna be using this and I'm gonna do 7 grams. Always weighing everything out to be super precise, even in my off season. Well, got 8 grams, so I'm just gonna track it as 8, but always make sure that whatever I eat is whatever I track. And then I chopped up 40 grams of banana, so I'm just gonna pop that in there. And we are all done. And seriously, look at how big and voluminous it is compared to my head. That was so good. I demolished it, and I'm still hungry. Shit. It's all gone and I'm still hungry, but I'm gonna distract myself by doing some work. I might have a ginger lemon tea, so I'm gonna make that now, have a ginger lemon tea, do more work, and then I will eat again in like 2 to 3 hours. Alright, so this is my 3rd meal. I'm super hungry because it's like 1:30 and it's way past the time I'm supposed to be eating. So I have some frozen veggies and then I have some frozen sweet potatoes. So I just popped that in the air fryer. Veggies were microwaved, and then these are some kangaroo sausages. So I don't know how you guys feel about kangaroo, but it is very high in iron and very good for you and super lean. I don't really feel comfortable eating it like normally, so I have the sausage version or the meatballs, and I don't mind either. So that's going to be my 3rd meal of the day. For seasonings, I think I'm going to be using this chicken salt. I'm going to pop some on there, and then also some reduced sugar barbecue sauce. I love that. It's going to go like this. So currently it's my off season, so I'm not tracking like my sauces and stuff like that, which I normally would if I'm on prep, but it's only a little bit. And then obviously I need some spice, so some sriracha on top. Get it all in there. So hungry. Decided to also treat myself to a little post-meal 3 snack. So here I have a Pop-Tart. Yes, this is a little bit burnt. But here I have a Pop-Tart. It's like a cinnamon Pop-Tart. I was feeling like one and I'm still freaking hungry, so I'm just gonna have that. And then I'd probably just have less carbs later on in the day, which is totally fine. I like to usually eat more during the daytime these days and don't eat as much for the nighttime. And I do have a video shoot tomorrow, so this is nice, simple carbs. And the good thing about Pop-Tarts is it's still low fat, so this is gonna fit perfectly into my macros. Again, it just means that I have to sacrifice a little bit of extra carbs later on, but because it's low fat, it really works for me. Little sneak peek into our office. This is the boss. He has 3 screens and a big ass computer.
I need that, yo. We need that, yo.
And little toys. And 2 drinks.
And 2 phones.
And 2 phones. Yeah, running a big business. And then this is my little pathetic shop here. I have one screen, a mouse, my diary, 1 phone, working on some stuff. Here is all our coaching awards. We actually have more down there and over there. So it is a very tiny room, and we are super busy. It's a Saturday and we're both just working away. And I also have little toys on my desk. So for those of you who don't know, this is like little Harley Quinn pop vinyls. Harley Quinn is my spirit animal. My alter ego, and she's the best. I love her, and these are so cute. It is now 4:15 and I'm gonna have my 4th meal. I've just been sitting down working all morning, and I'm gonna have a nice small meal for my 4th meal of the day. Sometimes I like to have a meal that's just like protein and a bit of veggies. And as you saw, because I had a lot of my carbs in my previous meal because of my little Pop-Tart snack, this is what I'm gonna have for meal 4. It is super delicious though, and I'm super excited to have it. So I just have a piece of barramundi fish and some kimchi on the side, and that will be my 4th meal of the day. It is now 6 o'clock. I was doing some cleaning before and then I suddenly got really hungry. I just got like a burst of hunger, which happens to me from time to time. I was feeling totally fine and then I'm just like super hungry. So I'm about to eat my last meal of the day and it's gonna be super boring and you're gonna be like, this is super boring. But anyways, here's what I'm having. I'm just happy because I have a good amount of rice for my last meal. So I have 150 grams of basmati rice. I have some frozen veg down the bottom. And then I have my really yummy, juicy, scrumptious chicken. And then I might add some sriracha on top. And that would be my last meal of the day. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. Obviously, like I said, I have a video shoot tomorrow and I'm still trying to stay relatively lean. That's why my food are still quite clean per se, apart from 1 or 2 items. And also my calories are still quite low, but we will definitely be bumping it up a little bit. It will definitely be bumping it up soon. So hopefully in the next few weeks, if I do another full day of eating, you'll see me eating much more calories and I can fit in much more fun stuff. But do let me know if you like today's video. If you do, please give it a like and I'll see you guys in the next one.